Welcome everyone to February's edition of Nordics in Review. One thing first, thank you for the sub volley, of course. One thing first, I've been ill these past couple weeks, and that would explain the reason why this edition was so late. A lot of time went into this edition as well because, you know, things happened, tournaments happened. And of course, the reveal for the Swedish 2023 PR is happening on the stream as well, which had to be prepared. And so with that said, I would like to open in a similar fashion to last stream by asking the question, or rather stating, that this is Europe! I know, it is extremely surprising that this is Europe. And the reason why I'm pointing this out is because last time when I streamed this presentation, I wanted to get across a certain motivation for the creation of this channel, or like not this channel, but this program that didn't really get across really well. And therefore, with this said, I want to try this intro once again in a more proper manner and see if I can relay what I have wanted to say for a long time. So, this is Europe. But when it comes to Smash, a lot of talk is centered around French events, French players, UK events, UK players, and, you know, also the German players, the German events, Spanish players, Spanish events, and then also Netherlands to some extent. There's talks around specifically their players. And if we start for France, for example, everyone knows Gutoni, everyone knows Raflo. They host a million events, some of their most famous being Terra that happened last year, as well as the Ultimate Wanted series. And then if we go to other places like the UK, we obviously have the Bloom Forever, we have Lugi, we have the Invasion series, we have Regen, so Team Regen, extremely prominent in the Smash Ultimate community in Europe. In Spain, we have Andres FN and Sisqui, as well as the Tech Republic series of tournaments. In Germany, we have more prevalent players, such as Tarek and Quick. And then finally, even though they probably don't host all that much, we also have the Netherlands with prominent players such as Space, Mr. R, and also a very famous caster in the form of Ramses. But that leaves one question to be asked. Who talks about us? What about us? What is there to talk about when it comes to the Nordics? Well, from Norway, we have Amble, who's making moves and people are talking about outside of the Nordics. Whoopi has been known for a while before his retirement, so he's also pretty popular. And Jay, of course, is known from the more, I guess, old heads of the community. People who are before my time, I believe. And therefore, these are the people that are known outside of the Nordics. And what about Finland? Well, outside of the Nordics, I think that the most prominent Finnish person people talk about is Lancelot. And that's about it. And when it comes to Denmark, Melly and the rest are doing a lot of work in terms of how they're performing at tournaments. But in terms of people being talked about outside of the Nordics, it is most definitely Hope that's leading the charge. And when it comes to Sweden, it's actually pretty dead. Apart from Rage, who of course was a hit in 2019, Big Chungus taking the world by storm, and more recently the rise of Schmixtip. These are the people that people talk about from outside of the Nordics when it comes to Sweden. And then, as far as I know, and this is not meant to be offensive in the slightest, Iceland isn't really talked about all that much. And people are not aware of what happens within Iceland. And that is not to be offensive. It is just because nobody really talks about us. Which leads me to a question. What about us? So welcome to Nordics in Review, which purpose is to give the Nordics a spotlight, in a way to summarize the events and record Nordic SSBU activity, and to talk about characters out of region travel, and therefore highlighting an otherwise mostly undocumented region. So, let us talk about us. So, let me just do this real quick. Before I start with February, I would like to address one thing that was actually a pretty big deal from last stream. And that is addressing Finnish SSBU activity. There were a lot more tournaments than just the one I mentioned. In fact, there were 16 of them. And Finland is actually the second most active Nordic region. And there was a bit of miscommunication between my sources because there's a cultural difference, or there seems to be a cultural difference in terms of competition. And that distinction is between weeklies and tournaments. Weeklies are, as far as I understand them, a lot less competitive there. And therefore, tournaments are the more relevant things. However, in order to address activity and to talk about our countries, I wanted to also highlight the local scenes. And therefore, we're here to rectify my wrongdoing and say that there were 16 tournaments before. I'm not going to recount them. I'm going to start addressing Finland from February onwards, but just note that that is a thing that happened for last month. So, let's start. Let us start with some descriptive statistics. The numbers in parentheses. The numbers in parentheses are the numbers from last month. So let us start. In terms of total tournaments, there have been 71 tournaments over the span of February, which were 57 in the month of January. So a large improvement there. Sweden had 20, Norway had 26, Finland had 16, Iceland had 3, and Denmark had 6. Overall, either an improvement, an increase in numbers, or roughly the same amount of tournaments. In terms of cumulative attendees, for the month of February, we had 1,204 cumulative attendees, a vast increase from the 751 in January, of which 261 were from Sweden, 366 were from Norway, 286 were from Finland, 44 were from Iceland, and 238 were from Denmark. The green numbers indicate an increase respectively from January, and the red from Norway indicates a decrease. However, I would like to keep in mind that January was also the month where Smashwork was a thing. So that does not surprise me at all that cumulative attendees went down during January, especially since Tournament Series decided to not host events at the same weekend as Smashwork. In terms of active locals, we had 10 active locals within the month of February in Sweden, 11 in Norway, 5 in Finland, 1 in Iceland. They only have Reykjavik as of right now, but I'm assuming they're going to, or at least I remember them saying they're going to expand to another region, and Denmark had 2 in the form of Aarhus and Copenhagen. Alright, from here I'm gonna start with Denmark. And let's start with Denmark. First and foremost, this, as you know from last episode, this is mostly the section of the presentation where we recap past events. So let us start with Denmark and Norway last. So let's have a quick recap. There were 6 tournaments in Denmark, of which 2 were in Aarhus and 4 were in Copenhagen. Those colors should be swapped. In terms of results, we have 8 average players at Aarhus, and the first local was won by Hope getting first, Osk getting second, Grok getting third, and Osk got second over Grok and Spinker for second and third. In Copenhagen, we have an average attendee count of 55.5 because of Valhalla. Valhalla obviously being won by Zomba, Lugi getting second, and Lancelot third. Let's Talk getting first, the Psych second, the Depth Strider third for the second tournament. Hope, Osk, and Bo in that order for the third tournament, and then soon Melly Megron and Hope for the fourth tournament, of which Soon also had a seeding factor upset of 4. Tournament data. The biggest was held in Copenhagen, of course, Valhalla, for 144 attendees, and 9 at Aarhus being the second largest. The highest average was held by Copenhagen, with 55.5 average attendees, and Aarhus being 8. The highest cumulative was obviously Copenhagen, with 222 attendees, and 16 being at Aarhus, and the total cumulative attendee number for the entirety of Denmark was 238, which causes an average attendee count of 39.7 throughout the entirety of Denmark. And of course, the best outperformer in terms of seeding factor and seeding factor only is Lasse, SN, and Soon with both seeding factors of 4. Congratulations to them. I will now close my camera so you can see more. And congratulations to them for having the highest outperformance of their seed in the month of February. Let us keep going with let's go with Iceland. Alright. I'm gonna show myself again 1 second. When it becomes more relevant, I will disappear. I will also find a more permanent solution to this in the coming series. But here we go. Quick recap of Iceland. They've had a total of 3 tournaments, of which all 3 were held in Reykjavik. The results are as follow. They averaged at a number of 14.67. The first tournament won by Solar with a seeding factor upset of 2 over Galdur Coere. I apologize for the mispronunciation. Violet getting third with seeding factor upset of 2. The second one won by Maple Gold. Still a second, Mr. Nomad, seed fighting factor of 1/3. And then Maple Gold getting the first again over Egiru, and Solar getting third. In terms of tournament data, we have the biggest held in Reykjavik, of course, with 22 attendees. The highest average is also Reykjavik with 14.67. The highest cumulative is, you guessed it, Reykjavik with 44. The total cumulative number of attendees is therefore 44 with an average attendee number of 14.67. And the best outperformer is, I will hide myself once again, Solar, Violet, and Monkey Kong, and Valeo all with seed factor upsets of 2 for the month of February. Congrats to everyone who did such. Let us move on with, let's say, Finland. Let's move on with Finland. So, to have a quick recap, they have had 16 tournaments, of which 5 were held in Helsinki, which by the way is insane if you consider that this is 1 month. We have Turku Tampere who hosted 4, Oulu with 2, Kouvola with 1. Results. Helsinki had an average attendee count of 29.8. The first tournament won by Gohenko, Cass getting second and Mist getting third. Lancelot, Tante, and Vallu were the scores for the second tournament. I believe that was the bigger tournament within Finland for that month. Juna, Takatulu, Mist, and Nigel for first, second, and third. And then Lancelot, Cass, and Tande for first, second, and third again. And then Cass, Van Keenan, and Juna, Takatulu for first, second, and third at the 5th tournament. We have Kouvola next, with Durak getting the win with seeding factor upset of 3 over Askeli M and Visatron getting third. In Turku, we have an average attendee count of 19.5. Hugo Oscuro de la Noche getting first, Livia second, and Revali third. I also would like to point out that Hugo Oscuro de la Noche is likely one of my, if not my favorite Nordic tag. And I'm going to keep going now. Livia, Valtsu, Toriberger first, second, and third. And Revali, Hugo Oscuro de la Noche, and Blitzarska first, second, and third. And then Revali, Toriberger, and Aisu all upsetting their seed for first, second, and third. We then have Oulu with a 6.5 average attendee. Wize getting first, Juhani getting second, Lulelule getting third. JWSO, Wesem, and Juhani getting first, second, and third. I would also like to point out, in case you did not notice, that characters are appearing on the map as I am mentioning results. I am no longer doing arrows because arrows were extremely hard to manage. Here we go again. Results continued. Tampere hosted tournaments with an average attendee count of 9.25. The first tournament won by Black, Suski, and PK. Second tournament also won by Black, Suski second, Fantasy third. And then the third tournament won by Legassini, Black, and Kekeri for first, second, and third respectively. And the fourth tournament won by Mekatabak over Kekeri and Mankinen. Let's head over to the tournament data. The biggest was held in Helsinki with 54 attendees, the second biggest being from Turku and Tampere with 11. The highest average attendee count was held in Helsinki for 29.8, Turku with 19.5 and Tampere with 9.25, and the highest cumulative attendee number was held in Helsinki with 149 attendees, Turku with 78, Tampere with 37. Therefore, the total cumulative attendees was 286, the second biggest in the entirety of the Nordics, with a total average attendees of 17.875. The best outperformer of the month were Tande, Black, Hugo, Oscuro de la Noche, Jesse, and Durak, all with seeding factor upsets of 3. Let's keep going. Let's talk about Sweden. Let us talk about Sweden real quick. Alright. The quick recap is as follows. Sweden held 20 tournaments, which was the second highest in the Nordics. Gotland hosted 4, Göteborg and Linköping hosted 3, Örebro, Malmö, Stockholm hosted 2, Trollhättan, Halmstad, Skara, Piteå hosted 1. Results. Linköping had an average attendee number of 13.7. The first tournament saw Cloudberry win it over Reckleman and Kräftursmannen. Reckleman being, because I'm from here, I will also give you a bit of lore. Reckleman being a demon of sorts of Cloudberry, because Pikachu is hard. Second tournament had Reckleman win over Cloudberry and Netherkick G, so they're trading places. And then the third tournament was won by me! Pipwolf getting first, Cloudberry getting second, and Kräftursmannen getting third. I believe this might have been Narcon. From Stockholm, 20 average attendees, the highest in Sweden. Rage winning the first tournament over Deo and Lily with a seeding factor upset of 4. Dish Mixtape winning the second one over Mint and Bali. From Skara, we have Blackcoat winning it over Shiny and ILG. From PTO, we had Vulcan winning it over Kluer and Slurglar. One of my other favorite tags because of how hard it is to pronounce, honestly. I really like that tag though. You know how many times I've misspelled it? I don't even want to admit it. In Orebro, we had Söbeck getting first over Nerve and Johnny G, with both having upset factors of 3. And then the second local was also won by Söbeck, as you can see from the multiplying Bowsers, over Slobberob and Nerve. Malmo hosted 14.5 average attendees, with Nades getting the first, Geistball getting second, and Fifra getting third. And let's keep going with the second tournament won by Fifra over Showtime and Risa. Keeping it going, we had in Trollhättan a tournament won by Stig over Crown and Chomp, and in Halmstad we had a tournament won by Mellud over Oliver Diz and GCK Phoenix. Göteborg had an event won by KP, Marwin second, Splarfy third. Splarfy, a visit from Norway. Marwin, KP, and Yoink was the result for the second tournament, which I believe was a Kappa bar. KP, Time Balloon, and Medusa was the result for the third tournament. For Gotland, we had 4 tournaments. The first one won by Jolt, Liggerfett getting second, Lee third, Kaffemuk getting first, Oliastic second, and Jolt third for the second tournament. Kaffemuk, Jolt, and Oliastic in that order for the third, and Kaffemuk, Jolt, it's Mattox for the latest tournament. And there's a tournament data, we have the following. The biggest was held in Göteborg with 33 attendees, I believe that was Kappa bar. Linköping with 31, and Stockholm with 23. Highest average was Stockholm and Gothenburg and Malmö. The highest cumulative was Göteborg. I'm going to eliminate chat. The highest cumulative was Göteborg, Linköping and Stockholm. And that leaves us with total cumulative attendee numbers of 261, with an average attendee number of 13.05, with the best outperformer being Nades with a seeding factor upset of 5. To answer your query, Marwin, I write down the character that is written in your sheet as being your quote-unquote main, because otherwise it would be too hard to track. Let's keep going. We have one more region to cover, so let us cover it. Let's start with Norway. With a quick recap, 36 tournaments, of which 6 were in Oslo. And let me repeat, 6 were in Oslo in the span of 1 month. I don't even know how that's... You know what? It's fine. I do not know how that's possible, but let's keep going. Stavanger and Trondheim both held 4. Skien, Ålesund, Inlandet, and Grimstad held 2. And Haugesund, Veja, Narvik, and Sörland held 1. I know they have 2 weeklies, but damn! Results! There is an island up here, that is correct. Oslo had an average attendee count of 16.66. The first tournament won by Voravi, Pyrum second, Sluk third. Black Renown, Alex Dark, and Voravi for second and third for the second tournament. Pyrum once again popping up with Elias Double H, seeding factors 3 and 4. I would also like to say, please keep an eye out on how many times Pyrum appears in this goddamn sheet. He appears a lot. Pyrum for the fourth tournament got first over Black Renown and Spicy Wiener. Penguin got first over Nemwe and Juicy Raccoon. Amble got first at the latest local with Black Renown, and Dorman getting second and third. Dorman with a seeding factor upset of 3. From Stavanger, we have Vitel, Kaber, and Harmonic Destiny for first, second, and third. Dark, Zeke, and Harmonic Destiny for first, second, and third. Vitel for first place once again with seeding factor upset of 3 over Kaber and Dark. And then we had Kaber, Harmonic Destiny, and North Dark getting first, second, and third. I will now disappear once again. For Trondheim, 20.25 average, which is the highest of the entirety of the Norway. Mixmaster Z won the first tournament over Vavik and Birdbox, with Birdbox having a seed factor upset of 3. Codrex, Vavik, and Birdbox in that order for the second tournament. Mixmaster Z, CHZ, and Codrex are first, second, and third for the third tournament. And then once again, Pyron popping out of nowhere, once again, winning over Kisen and Kira 42. Cheese is pronounced cheese. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. From Sheehan, I believe that's how it's pronounced, we have Jumper getting first over Felix and ZLTO, and Ilias getting first over Jumper and Zyro for the second tournament. And now we move on to another part. We keep going. Also, you might have noticed that Bayo and Link slightly shifted. Please don't blame me. I tried really hard, but it was very hard to... I made a mistake. Anyway, all is so this next with JV Sadi getting first over Morlock Master and Shiefin, and JV Sadi getting first once again against the same people. Fun fact about this tournament, by the way, when I was recording the stats on the PowerPoint, I had to do a triple check because I was convinced I was rewriting the same thing twice, and then I realized, yeah, I was, but it's the way it was apparently. So let's get on. We have from Inlandet, we have Gardex, who plays me Sword Fighter, by the way, over Pact and Levlo. I forgot to highlight Levlo. Sylvatic River, Fabian, and Pact for first, second, and third. In Grimstad, we have Obsidian, Yosh, and Burb for first, second, and third. And the second tournament only had 2 attendees, and therefore Ignite and Mr. Reedster got first and second, respectively. In Haugesund, we had 12 average players, with Ton getting first, King Boopa getting second, and even getting third. In Bergen, we had Yofi winning over Linesu and Chicken Arrow, and then we had a bit to the north of Norway, where Bollefar won first over Snazen and Klum. And in Stortland, Hyped won against Chief and Alchemist. In terms of tournament data, the biggest tournament was held in Trondheim with 35 attendees. Oslo and Stavanger both got 22 and Grimstad got 17. The highest average was held in Trondheim with 20.25 attendees, Oslo getting second and Stavanger third. And the highest community was held in Oslo with 100 players, Trondheim getting second and Stavanger third. Total community attendees was 366. And the total average attendees is 14.07. And the best outperformer in Norway for the month of February is Double H with a City Factor upset of 4. And there we head onto something I never thought I would do again. I had to do it because I did it for Smashwork, so we're gonna have to do it for Valhalla as well. There is no escaping it, it's a very big tournament. And therefore, welcome to the second part of this presentation called Tiny Valhalla Statistics. It's as tiny as you make it, same things as last time, and let's keep going. Alright, let's start off with some descriptive statistics. I'm gonna disappear here because the thing is gonna be taken very soon. Participants and their origin. This is all according to StarGG data. I would also like to say huge, and I do mean huge, thank yous to Krov from Norway. They were extremely helpful in just having a API that just downloaded the entirety of results, region, scene factor, app set, and they also did the same for Smashboard. And I did not credit them last time because I forgot, but I would like to just double down on that and extremely say thank you because they made my work so much easier. There were 144 attendees of Valhalla with 13 DQs, of which Norway had 29, Sweden had 23, Germany had 21, Denmark had 20, United Kingdom had 20. Also, the details of United Kingdom on StarGG is very weird. You have people that are from United Kingdom and then people who were from like England. It is very odd in that sense. We also have one person from Ireland. I'll get to that in a second. I don't understand how StarGG handles United Kingdom. I have no idea. I'm just going off of what was given to me. With this said, 11 from Finland, 4 from Iceland, 3 from Belgium, 2 from France, 2 from Austria, and here we get to the ones. United States 1, 1 from Ireland, 1 from Hong Kong, 1 from Gibraltar, 1 from the Netherlands, 1 from Italy, 1 from Portugal, 1 from Switzerland, 1 from Venezuela, which adds up to 19 different places of origins according to StarGG. And the Italian is not me, it's a friend from Italy. And this ends up being the distribution. I will close myself out quickly, but a more visual representation of what is going on is shown as here. Norway being the clear winners of the most participants, Sweden getting 2nd, Germany 3rd, and unfortunately Denmark lying at 4th, even though it's their home country. It do be that way. Their locals can't reach double digits. It's just the way it be. Anyway, off we go again. Alright! I would like to maybe show you my favorite slide in this entire presentation. So, let's keep going. Best placing by country. Norway, Amble at 9th. Sweden, the Schmixtape at 5th. Germany, Tarek at 5th. Denmark, Hope at 9th. France, Mescal at 5th. Lancelot at 4th. United Kingdom, Lugi at 2nd. Iceland, Ivory, and Mr. Nomad at 65th. Belgium, Nebodax at 9th. Austria, Central at 17th. And finally, to lead the boat, Zomba at 1st from the United States. This is by far my favorite slide of this entire presentation. And I kid you not, when I'm telling you, this took an hour and a half to make because I suck at this. But I just wanted to just emphasize that this is probably the best slide I have ever, and I do mean ever, made. This is fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. As you can see, we're all in descending order. Myself and Felix are holding hands. Tarek and Schmixtape are holding hands. And then it's just Zomba leading the charge with Viking helmet. Alright, there we go. Best placing by country continued. We have Roxy Rabbit at 33rd from Ireland. Hong Kong, we have BRHU from Hong Kong, a seafarer episode of 2. Gibraltar, we have General Scales at 33rd. Netherlands, we have Leskneet at 33rd. Italy, we have Jaspat at 65th. Portugal, we have Belfo at 97th. And for Switzerland, we have UAS at 97th. I would also like you to remind these names somewhat loosely, because when it comes to best seeding upset by country, I am not going to mention the countries that only had a 1 in their representative. And therefore, this is what you're getting for that instead. It was too much work for me to go back and do it. And then from Venezuela, we have Talent, 129th. These are the people. Alright, best seeding upset by country of more than 1 player. We have Norway with Hauru Flight having a seeding factor upset of 2 from 143rd to 65th. We had Sweden with I Refuse with a seeding factor upset of 3 and myself with a seeding factor upset of 3. Both getting 7th. I would also like to point out this fantastic meme made by Osk. Fantastic meme made by Osk. The entirety of the Danish top 3 against Pipwolf. And I have no idea why that is. It's just the way it be. From Germany, we have the Fung with seeding factor upset of 2 from 26th to 13th, and Endo with seeding factor upset of 2 from 129th to 65th. From Denmark, we have Osk with seeding factor upset of 2, 33rd to 17th. From France, we have Mescal, seeding factor upset of 1 from 5th to 4th. From Finland, we have Hakuri with an insane seeding factor upset of 3 from 123rd to 33rd. For the United Kingdom, we had Vexia with seeding factor upset of 3 from 59th to 17th, and Exis Bex with seeding factor upset of 3, 52 to 17th. From Iceland, we have Mr. Nomad with seeding factor upset of 0 from 77th to 65th. From Belgium, we had Nebodax with seeding factor upset of 0 from 9th to 9th. Dia with seeding factor upset of 0 from 15th to 13th. And Xetros with seeding factor upset of 0 from 20th to 17th. And I think that is very funny because they all got a seeding factor upset of 0. And then from Austria, we had Isaac Atlas with a seeding factor upset of 0 with 109 to 97th. And then, of course, I had to include the United States with a seeding factor upset of 0, which is Zomba. Predicted first, getting first. You know the vibes. Oh, thank you very much, Ellen. Oh, thank you. I got a drink. Thank you, Ellen. And I just want to say, this is probably another one of my favorite slides. The amount of creativity here is off the charts. And seeding factor upset 3 is clearly the highest seeding factor upset in the tournament, which I must say is actually not that bad. The machine I'm picking out is too good. Yep, that's the goal. Let's move on to best player versus player upset, Street Fighter 3 or greater. Thank you, Krov, once again, and I would just like to tell you that this is yet another meme, but this time pertaining to Felix. And even though Felix got a Cine Factor upset of 2, I just want to say that this meme was also fantastic. Anvil telling Tsun he's got it after Tsun told me he's got it. I think that's also a fantastic meme. I am sorry, I just had to. I think it's fantastic. Thank you all for the amazing memes. Alright, the first one we have Chiggles 122 over Melu 39 with Cine Factor upset of 3. Hakuri 123rd over Ashman 37 with Cine Factor upset of 3. Vespertine 56 over Bombi with Cine Factor upset of 3. Vexial over Bali with Cine Factor upset of 3. Rendon over Ton with Cine Factor upset of 3. The Nordics are really getting messed up here. But I will say that we have one winner, which is not this one. People over Hope with Cine Factor. That is completely incorrect. Or is that correct? Okay, me over Hope with Cine Factor upset of 3. That is probably correct actually, now that I think about it. Sorry, I forgot. And then this one! Dragon over Nebodax with a Cine Factor upset of 4. Here we go. You see Snake? You see Bayo? There! Okay, so anyway... oh god! Anyway, main stats. The most stats played were from Lugi, Lancelot, and Mescal with 9 sets. And the best losers run actually goes to Osk with 5 sets from losers, losing in pools to Voravi 130, but winning against Endo 3-0, Johnny 3-0, Johnny Banana 3-0, 3-2 Scales, 3-0 Leovin, and losing to RFU's 0-3. And in terms of seeding factor for the Nordics, okay, so what I'm about to show you is the seeding factor upsets for every country and telling you which ones were quote unquote overseeded or underseeded or whatever. And here we go. So from this you can see that Finland on average outplaced their seed by 1, and Sweden outplaced by 0.67, and Denmark and Norway both underperformed extremely slightly. There were no Icelandic players in top 64, so they're not in here. But I would like to say that even though the seeding factor upsets were fairly okay, I would like to shout out the absolute beasts that are the UK with a seeding factor upsets of 1.25. The United Kingdom fucking going crazy out there. Going crazy. Alright. So with that said, this is where the previous presentation ended last time. However, I am pleased to announce that we are not done this time. We are not done this time. So let's start off with traveler data within and outside of the Nordics. Attendance data time. Who went to the most locals? Let's start with the highest attendance in all of the Nordics. So who were the players that went to the most tournaments? Thoughts? Any thoughts? Any thoughts? Toby 1, Pyram, Toby 1, Kenobi, Lancelot, Pyram. I'm gonna keep going and say that Spicy Wiener and Hackery with 11 tournaments in 2 months. And just to put it in perspective, how insane it is that it is Spicy Wiener and Hacker. Like 11 tournaments in 2 months means that there were 8 weeks for you to go to tournaments. So you went more tournaments than there were weeks. And on top of this, the first week is the New Year week. The fuck locals are there. This is insanity. I honestly think this is insanity. But good shit to both of them. Real grinders. Insane grinders, honestly. And with that, let's move on to Pyram, Voravi, and Chaos with 10. Second highest grinders. And the player with the most out-of-country tournaments are Bambi, The Psych, Thaifra, Lancelot, Ambil, Voravi with 3 out-of-country tournaments. I would also like to say something though. Proximity of Skane to Copenhagen. Helsinki, also a lot of locals. So there is a tiny bit of a bias here because Skane and Copenhagen are really close, so the out of country like statistic gets a bit inflated there. But in all honesty, congrats to everyone who grinded this much. That is insanity. Specifically the 11 tournaments a month. That is crazy. Traveler data. Let's divide by within region now. For Norway, most tournaments attended, Spicy Wiener with 10, Pyram, Boravi, and Juicy Raccoon with 9. The most tournaments out of region, Boravi, Ambil, and Ton Alchemist with 3. Broadbucks, Soja Boy Tellem, Zeltio, Zyro, Deru2 with 2. Moving on to Sweden, most tournaments attended, Toby Wakenobi, Grimdeath, Ligrefel, Jolt, Character Crisis, Goldfish, It's Mattox, Rekleman, GZN, Kraftusmannen, all with 5. And Vill Forever, Sunny, Kaffemugg, Klockmakeren, Rambo Blur, Ligor, Crown, Edric G, Floppy, Satrefal, Kimo, 82, Alvin, Karlberg, X Magus, Lily, Combos, Putis, Collar, KP, Bystum, Logepku, with 4. That was hard to say, but there we go. And the most tournaments out of region, we have Toby, One Kenobi, and Sunny with 2. And then Vill Forever, Grimdeath, Gork, Crown, Blackcoat, and Lily with 1. I would also like to say one thing. This out of region statistic only counts for out of region within your own region, but outside of your home region. So for example, Copenhagen wouldn't count for the statistic if you are from Skåne. So that's why you might not see names that you saw before. Moving on. Travel data within and outside. Finland, most tournaments attended. We have Kas Hakuri with 10. Centurion Dark Cloud Spirit Pro with 9. Most tournaments out of region, we have Legazzini Spirit Pro with 3, and Tori Borger Centurion Dark Cloud Suzuki with 2. In Iceland, the most tournaments attended were from Erli, Galdur Koer, Bjarksen, The Biscuit with 6, and Maple Gold with 5, and the most tournaments out of region were held by The Big Dog with 1, and they went to Japan, actually. Pretty crazy. In Denmark, the most tournaments attended was with Osk with 8! I'm pretty sure he went to every single tournament that have been held so far. And Grok with 6. And the most tournaments out of region are Osk with 4 and Grok with 2. It is now time for aliveness statistics. If you remember from Sweden in Review, if you ever peeked in, if you are outside of the Sweden, or if you ever went to a Swedish event, Swedish Nordic in Review, then you know this question has been asked several times. How alive is SSBU in the Nordics? Alright, let's start with unique participants up to the end of February. Unique participant count of 417, remember that there's Smashboard. Unique participant count of 230 for Sweden, 169 for Finland, 230 for Iceland, and 212 for Denmark, of which most of them were boosted from Valhalla. But now, let's define something else. How many of these people are active? Which means have gone to more than 2 tournaments in a country. From Norway, we have 98 active players. Sweden, we have 59, 77 from Finland, 15 from Iceland, and 18 from Denmark. Iceland doesn't seem right. Iceland is not correct. 1 second, let me edit this on the fly. Let me edit this on the fly, because that is definitely not correct. 1 second, 1 second. Yeah. Mistakes happen sometimes, I apologize. That should say 33. That's just 29 actually. So, pretend that Iceland says 29. Pretend Iceland says 29, but 15 active players is correct. Yeah, 15 active players is correct, but let's pretend the unique participants is 29. So this 230 is at 29. Let me just fix that real quick so you guys... And I'm doing this so that you can't get spoiled. Then we swap the presenting. And then we do a bit of this. And back we go. Off we go. And to put a nail in the coffin of Denmark as well, the sheet doesn't differentiate between people that, you know, are living in Denmark, which means that some of the Denmark active players are probably also people from Skåne. Sorry. So, my bad. My bad. Anyway, let's do how many unique plus active were in tournaments in all of the Nordics then? Oops. There were 128 tournaments in 2 months. There were 1,937 current cumulative attendees, 15.13 average attendees, 937 unique attendees, 291 active players, which makes up for 31%, and therefore I would say that even though our small little Nordic region is, you know, not doing the greatest in terms of, you know, activity, I would say that it's alive. I would say that it is alive. Let's talk about characters! Something that one of the favorites of the show. Character participation and character activity. Alright, Denmark and Iceland do not have many players. And in terms of character statistics, they take part in the Greater Nordic total. However, if there's not a lot of characters, a lot of players, not as many relevant country character data. So therefore, they will be highlighted later. But for now, let us focus on Sweden, Norway, and Finland. So, and then we do the Nordic-wide data, we'll cover the gaps. For this first presentation, we will consider only country mains, not enough data for more. Consider this a living sheet. A lot of the statistics need to be updated, need to be, you know, integrated, and so on and so forth over time, because there's a lot of missing entries. So, the most main character in Sweden is Bowser and Joker at 8. And Donkey Kong and PT at 6. The Norway most main is Cloud and Bowser at 11. And Aegis at 10. In Finland, the most main is King K. Rool and Link with 6. And Robin Sheik at 5. Alright. Okay, characters in the Nordic context. Number of entries for 984 unique attendees, which are the ones we have so far. We have 609 mains recorded, 872 mains plus secondaries, 961 mains plus secondary plus tertiaries, and no! The fuck happened? Do not! The fuck happened? Pretend it didn't happen! Pretend it didn't happen! No, so much effort. So much effort, man. Oh, I'm so sorry. Alright, I have to keep going. Oh my god. Alright. Okay. Alright. Let me keep going. That is very disappointing. I'm actually incredibly upset. I have no idea what happened. Alright. It's fine. Okay. Okay. I am very disappointed. I am really apologetic. But I'm going to keep going, and hopefully you guys don't cheat and go back and look. And I hope you guys haven't caught it. I will do my best to make it as entertaining as possible anyway. I apologize. Okay, so the most main in the Nordics is Bowser, and Cloud getting second. The most secondary is Aegis, with Sephiroth being 10th. The most mains plus secondary is Bowser, with 30. The second most main is Aegis, with 7. The most mains plus secondary plus tertiary is Aegis with 31, and Bowser with 30. The most mains plus secondary plus tertiary plus quaternary is Aegis, and Bowser at 30. And now, please pick what your favorite Bowser is. Please pick your favorite Bowser. You have 30 seconds to pick your favorite Bowser. Bowser with a top hat. I hate all of them. Cowboy Bowser. Alright. Characters in the Nordic context. What about barely play characters? Characters that are made by only one person. Villager. Okay, I would also say these are up to February, because I know that Denmark has 2 more players that are gonna fuck these statistics a little bit. But for now, Villager with Black Renown from Norway, Rosalina from Leoven in Sweden, me Brawler from Ingeborg from Norway, and me Gunner from Degs in Norway. There are no characters that are only main plus secondary by one person. However, Rosalina is main by Leoven and secondary by Smasher 89, so 2 players. Olimar has 3 players, of which there are 2 mains, Ligerfett and Datto King. Of Pichu, there are 3 players and 2 mains, Jusseli from Finland and Double H from Norway. And 3 Duck Hunts, of which there are 3 players and all of them main it. Clapped from Norway, Possumunki from Finland and Fipas from Finland. Hey, go to tournaments and you get written. Go to tournaments. There's only one knee gunner that is mained. Nah. Okay, so we're nearing the end of the presentation. So I would like to go the usual rounds, which is which is thanking everyone involved in the project. So from Sweden, thank you for the Orebro people. Nerve, Johnny, Jin, Sloborov. These are all the TOs and the people in italics and the people who help with the sheet actively. So from Malmo is the Psyker Fifra, from Gotland is Sigerfet, Trollhättan is Logisticos and Stig, from Halmstad is GCK, Phoenix, Denmark, Amon and Tobios, Leon Lidköping is Skalberry, Captures Mannen, Jetson, Albin and Kimoy, from Stockholm is J-Rose, the Schmixtape, Hippo, Grimdeath, Sunny and X-Magas, from Skara it's Jelchita Siga Skor, from Jönköping is Datto King Serendipity, from Luleå it's Gogong, Pinas and Gibbles, Göteborg, Greppet Tamballoon, Piteå, Crofax, Gogong, Volken, Västerås, Ains and Leaf, Umeå, Kopster, Skellefteå, Robwin, Crofax and Gogong, and Cillian, who's helping out even though he's not a TO, and Uppsala is Uber. From Norway, from Oslo, House of Smash is held by Kisa Serio and Dorman, and School of Smash from Kusua and Spicy Wiener, who's helping with the data. From Stavanger, NM720, and Norfart. From Trondheim, we have Jovo, Radagast and Favik. Haugesund is Ton and NM720. Bergen is Moonfisi, Platter, Jofi, and Krov. Thank you, Krov, once again. Ålesund is Maling, Jovo, AJ Visadi. Salzburg is Opentap, Dorman. Narvik is Eivind. Sortland is Alchemist. Inlandet region is Jichan, Pact, Gartex, Leblo, and Trond. Skien is Jumper, Long Daddy Green and Midriff, and Tromsø is Surfresh and Namirin. From Finland we have Jeve Schiller for Mr. Aska and Lancelot who's helping out. From Ulu we have Fishingman57, JWSO. From Turku we have Manaria, Super Solitas, Lifia, Melon, Edit. Tampere we have Metabug, Kekerit, Tutu, and Mayhem. And Helsinki we have Hakuri, Cass, Nigel, Rickshaw, and Lancelot who help out when Hakuri cannot. And from Kuvula we have Visatron. For Reykjavik, we have Ali, Jopi Tropi, Break, Solar Egiro, and from Denmark, we have Hope and Osk, and Dot Peddy for Aarhus and Copenhagen, respectively. Osk helping out with both sheets. Thank you so much, Osk. Okay, before we head into the PR, which is the next thing on the line, which I hope wasn't majorly spoiled, and I'm extremely upset with myself for technical difficulties. I am really sorry. Please do not look. I am gonna do my best to make this good. I would like to have some closing thoughts. The first closing thought. I had a lot of fun presenting. I hope you didn't do that, Rage. That would really upset me and make me very sad. I'm not gonna double check that. So closing thoughts. I have a lot of fun presenting, and I have a lot of fun interacting with the chat when I present. And I would like, if you have any feedback for the presentation, to please tell me if you have anything more. I would like to say one more thing regarding the future of the show. For as much as I enjoy doing this and the amount of love I try to put into these presentations for the sake of a more united Nordic community, whenever I am free, I work on this presentation. Every moment that I have free and I'm not doing something with someone else or something I have to do, I am working either on the sheet or the making of the presentation. And it is so much work that sometimes, yes, I was ill last week, but I also had a bit of like anxiety in terms of finishing it, because at this point it's something I feel like I have to do. And I am not going to quit outright, at least not yet, because I think this is fun, and I think this is something that everyone could enjoy, maybe, perhaps. But what I would like to say is that I would like to go back to competing, and that is something I'm very passionate about, and I feel like everyone else is getting better and I am not. And I want to play the game again, and I would like to perhaps take a backseat for next month and not make a presentation next month. Nothing is subject to change. Everything is subject to change. I might not be able to, but because there's not a lot of events for next month that are big, as far as I know, I could be wrong, I would like to hang back a second and maybe try and practice a bit more for potentially the next few weeks. Sure, Jovo. I would also like to write an open letter. Jovo just... the work would reduce if it was less frequent, yes. I would also like to address what Jovo just said. Something about it, people helping out in case I needed it. And what I am sending out is a semi-open letter if anyone would like to overtake me and continue the process as a presenter without me. This is just a hypothetical, but what I would like to do is not have to worry about this for a while and try and compete more and play more and get better. And yeah, either way, those are some closing thoughts. And again, if you have any feedback, I would love to hear them. I know that one of the big ones is, of course, my camera placement and the chat placement. I tried different variations to making it work better. I just couldn't get to it. But yeah, that's about it. Okay, so let's talk about the PR, right? Everyone is excited about the PR, and let's keep it going. I would also like to say, I'll say it later, PR. So, before I delve into the PR, which was humorously spoiled, I would like to have a short preamble. And I have a short TLDR of the process. The first step, as far as you're all familiar with, was choosing the people, which was a vote representative of the panel. And then the first question that was asked was should there be a PR at all? If you look at the amount of events and amount of results for 2023, there was almost fuck all, okay? Like, I'm not joking when I say that the events were not many and were not that significant, especially with the death of PXP mid-year. And being in a ranking seemed challenging, albeit not impossible. A vote was cast, and after the vote, it was determined that there should be, in fact, an event, after which it was a determination of eligibility and the number of events and determining their value. I then made an algorithm sorting out everyone eligible, which is a rough sorting into 20, and then it was a choice between top 20 and top 15, respective of the names that came up, and top 15 was chosen. And then compiling of results and head-to-heads made easy due to collection of H2Hs on the Sweden review sheet, the sorting of 20, removal of 5, and then in order to create a ranking, I compared it to my own, which I would like to say that it was a panel ranking. I did not put any of my votes on the ranking itself. What I did is that I did my own ranking of 15 and I compared it with everyone else's ranking for an hour or so. To put it in perspective, there were about 11 panelists, and what I did is that I talked with every single one individually about their placements reflective of my own to make sure that everyone had a similar idea or there weren't any crazy outliers to make everything feel organic and not have any votes that were completely outliers. And therefore, in doing this, I spent about an hour, sometimes 30 minutes, sometimes 2 hours, but on average an hour with every single panelist that was involved in the process to kind of average out their way of thinking, and so that there weren't many outliers. And therefore, I'm confident that even though the data was not that much, I'm very confident about the results. So, with this said, these are the panelists. Ains, Blackhole, Cloudberry, Stig, and Chomp. They're in italics because they had to fall out early in the latest process. Ligafred, Nerv, Lato King, KP, Mint, and the Psych, and Saftard. And with this said, I would like to start introducing you to the Smash Ultimate Sweden 2023 Power Rankings. If you weren't spoiled already by the previous mishap, the graphic was made by Greensoap and Lato King. And let's start with number 15. Let me just bring up my thing. Falling down 5 spots, no, not 5 spots, 1 spot from where he used to be last year, we have Crown. Actually, I'm not even gonna bother with that. I'm just gonna do them one at a time. Crown is 15. For 14th, we have from Skåne, I believe, Plump. Number 13, we have Risa from Skåne, newcomer. At number 12, we have Bali Bo, Skåne, Stockholm shared. From 11th, we have Max. For 10th, we have Marwin. From 9th, we have Bambi. From 8th, we have I Refuse. From 7th, we have myself, which so aptly am in the middle looking at you. At 6th, we have Rage. At 5th, we have Mr. Thime Balloon himself. And here comes the reveal for the top 4. Number 4, I mean, they're pretty easy to guess, I feel, but number 4 goes to none other than Fifra, huge improvement. Number 3 is KP, a goat. Number 2, we have Dish Mixtape. And number 1, undisputed, without a Twitter handle, we have, say it with me, out loud, Big Chungus, Big Chungus, Big Chungus, Big... Okay, I'm not gonna make it too long, but this is a 2023 Power Rankings for Smash Ultimate Sweden official, with Big Chungus being first and his Twitter handle being a bunch of items. And with this, these are the official rankings. If you want to know who the 16th and the 17th are, I'm not gonna tell you. But it was disputed on who could take those spots. 16th and 17th were specifically the hardest ones to place. Among everyone, nobody would agree. And so it ended up being in this fashion. It was very hard to agree, but everyone seemed to agree in the end. And with this said, it is time to move on to another section, which is the clip of the buff submissions. Woo! Okay. One second, I have to flame someone. 1 second. Okay. Anyway, I flamed someone real quick. And let's move on to clip of the month submissions. Okay. With this said, let's keep it going. Alright, so let's move in a more comfortable space. And by the way, I would like to also say that PRs are typically never met with just appreciation and acceptance. And part of the reason why I didn't do my own votes and cast the votes in is because I didn't want to get that flame. And therefore, thank you for accepting it, and let's move on. Alright, clip of the month. A bit anticlimactic after that, I feel. But either so, let's keep going. Let's pause this. I also have a clip from Melly, actually, that I have to do. Okay, and then we have the last one here. Okay. When is the PR on Twitter? Probably after this presentation's over. Okay, so let's start with clip of the month. So let's start off with cross submission, which is actually... Wait, I think... Okay, we're gonna go with an honorable mention of this. We're gonna go with honorable mention of this. Reason being, I think this is on Amble, and I don't think this is yeah. I don't... Let's go with honorable mention on this one. Yeah. Anyway. Oh no. Not 3. Almost. Almost. Alright. Let's have this as honorable mention, shall we? I believe this is Lugi that's doing the clipping, so he's not a Nordic player, so he's not allowed. But sick clip nonetheless. Is it over here? And... Oh, it doesn't include... Oh, there it is. Boom. Alright. Okay. Okay. So first clip, let's do 3 clips at a time to make it a bit faster, shall we? Alright. Let's start with this one. In 3. I'm gonna obscure myself. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, F-tilt. Off stage. Oof! Caught the tech. I guess that's the clip, right? Caught the tech to stage and then chase with up B. Okay, cool. We have Juicy Raccoon next. Oh wait! The up B barrels hit. Wait, was that true? Was that true? Yo, that's it. Okay. If that is true, that's insane. Actually, if that is true, that is insane. I think that's really cool. Okay. Alright. And let's do this. Is the spicy winners clip? Oh, and the flame choke down. Got you. Alright. Let us make a poll then. I can't actually make a poll in a conventional way, so... Poll. Which one? We have... Nates. We have Juicy Raccoon. Is that how you spell raccoon actually? Yes, and then we have Spicy Wiener. Alright. The juicy clip was kinda cool, I liked it. Also, I forgot to showcase Squad PR like I was asked. I was caught in a bit of a blur. But in case people are still here, because this show aims to be a somewhat of a newsletter, I will also showcase Skåne's latest PR. With Fifa being first, Bambi second, Riza third, etc, etc, etc. Okay. With that, Juicy Raccoon won. I don't know why they're deformed. Alright, so Juicy Raccoon won, so let me just fix the PowerPoint. Out and out. I also have Melly's submission somewhere. I have to figure it out. Okay, so let me grab Melly's. I think that's on Twitter, and I don't want to really leak my DMs, not that there's anything to leak, but just for good practice. Let's have this one, and then let's have this one, and then let's have this one. Okay. Okay, and then let me boot this back up. Okay, let's start. Let's start with Gurk. 3, 2, 1, go. Also, I kinda forgot that whenever I do this, I should stop the song. Because sometimes there's funny comms. And I think we all like funny comms. Alright, here we go. I don't know what was suggested. What is this? Wait, also this one, what? Okay, I was too distracted. Bring me back. Are Wi-Fi tournament clips okay? I think I said that they were fine if they were FMG. FMG and Lancelot. I think I said they were fine. I think more tournament audio up? Okay, I can do that. Tell me if this is too loud. A bit loud? Sure, let me reduce that. Alright, so the clip moved in a blur. Falcon kick. Bonk. So double jump knee. Okay, got you. And then we have Pyram.
Ryu kan gjøre det her. Kisen kan gjøre det her.
Kisen kan gjøre masse magisk, synes jeg det. Jeg så først nå at den røde fireballen, den er forskjellige tempo. Åh! Han gjorde det!
So wait, it was just a raw neutral B. Also thank you, Johnny.
Kisen kan gjøre masse magisk, synes jeg det. Jeg så først nå at den røde fireballen, den er forskjellige tempo. Åh! Han gjorde det!
So it was okay, so raw supernova, I guess. And a bunch of screaming. Okay. And then we have Melis.
Melly Megron versus Pipewolf. Two Nordic rivals. One of the best Marios in Europe versus one of the best Jokers in Europe. I think this is going to be beautiful.
Gonna see what goes on right now.
I did not see this live, whatever it is. So.
He's a master of doing that though.
And I don't look at clips when people are submitting them.
He's mastered the craft of killing people early. Gets the up smash. Oh my god!
Huh? Wait a moment.
Two Nordic rivals.
You two click server.
Marios in Europe versus one of the best Jokers in Europe. I think this is going to be beautiful.
Gonna see what goes on right now. Melly with a good start though. Has to take the stock quickly.
He's a master of doing that though. He's mastered the craft.
What happened?
Killing people early.
Did the stage move? The
moves!
stage
Oh my god! Oh!
Ah, damn. Okay.
Rivals.
Interesting.
Two Nordic.
Do you think Melly was aware of the platform about to move, or did he just react? This is insanely optimal.
Oh my god!
That was so optimal. He knew? Oh, damn, I mean, I think this is just reaction. I don't think he knew. What? I don't think so. Alright, so let's do Paul. Oh, I can't do that here, right? I need to... Oh my god, I hate the way Streamlabs work. I should probably just not. There we go. And then Paul, and then we do which one? And we do Gurk, and then we do... Who was the second? Gurk, Pyrum, and... Oh, I almost misspelled you. Pyrum, and we have Melly. There you go. The only thing talked about me for Valhalla was that I got clipped. I didn't even know this was a thing. You can watch the in-game timer to know when it moves. Okay, listen, I have to pull out camera for this one because I'm gonna be completely honest and have a heart-to-heart conversation. I have no idea when this platform moves. I have no idea. All I know is that when they move, I get my combos. That is what I know, okay? Platform moves, suddenly I can 0 to death. That's all I need. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I see platform move. Alright, who won? Melly won. Okay, pretty uncontested as well. Okay. So, out, and out, and out, and then... Wait, no, one of these worms is out. This one's not out. This one's in. And then we have Melly here. And then we have Maple Gold. And then we have Riza. And then we have... Okay. I'll show mine first. Right? I was considering like putting my actual clip, but I thought this was funnier.
So far, you know, puts you in the air, puts you in an awful position. Just for off stage game a lot of the time. The crowd loving all the ledge grabs. I'm telling you, I'm super confident in that ledge, but at the moment, Pipwolf might make him pay for it. Ready, hit so far.
Oh god. Oh, okay, then we have Riza. Oh, that's a good edge guard. What? Is it deaf? Whoa. Is it dead? Damn! A bear? No? It's a good advantage state, I won't lie. Nice! That's pretty good, pretty solid. And then we have... is this Maple? I think this is Maple. Yes, it's Maple, okay. 3, 2, 1. But where is the spike? Oh, Nair. Fair. Haha! Nair fair finishing touch. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. Anything else, or? Alright, cool. Alright. With this said, let us go back here. So, Paul. So, which? Pipwolf, Maple, or Riza? Alright. Am I gonna win this one? We shall see. We shall see. I hope I do. It's funny. It is very funny. So these two are still in melee and okay. Okay, seems like I'm gonna win. Alright, let me just preemptively do that then. So out, and then we have myself in, and then we have Maple out. And by the way, I always appreciate any and all submissions, so I really appreciate people sending them in. It makes for a hyper clip of the month episode, especially the last few like rounds of it, I guess. So it makes for some sick content. I really much appreciate everyone sending them in. Alright, so the last one is seemingly going to be only 2 clips against each other, maybe. I sent a late submission. Okay, I'll check them out now then. How do I check them out? I'm gonna go here and then I'm gonna do Google Forms. And then I'm gonna do to last second. And then I have 5 responses. One of them is called Pipwolf. So, okay, let's look at Pipwolf real quick. Oh wait, it's a drive link. Drive links are so annoying though. Hang on, maybe I can do it anyway. Oh god. Okay, bonus clip. Bonus clip apparently. Okay, bonus clip. This is from. Oh god, it's called Pipwolf. Let's see it. Let's see Pipwolf. Is that all it is? Is that actually all it is? There's no. Okay. Got you. I don't know. They're making fun of me for playing Fox bad, okay? They're making fun of it. Okay, then I have another one from another bonus clip from Ryan. From Zurich. Wait, which one is this one? Before I delete anything? Okay. This is from Ryan. Okay, let's see it. It's a bonus clip, of course.
Because the thing is, for spice to be enjoyable, it has to
Oh,
have
F-Tint?
intense flavor. But if it's just like spicy for the sake of being spicy, it's like.
Okay, that's kind of neat though. You get the trade combo and then you finish it in. Wait, was that even a fair at the end? What killed? Oh, just top B. Okay, interesting. Okay, sure. I love the big combo adjustment. Yeah, they were neat. Okay, I have a billion things open right now. Okay. Okay, we have Nico 90 Surbek, right? So that's a rebranding. We have Surbek, then we have Metabug. We have Surbek, Metabug, and then we have Jovo. You see Snake? Okay. Alright, let's have this one. Let's have this one first. Let's see this one first. You see Bayo? There! Okay, so anyway. Okay, sure. I will show you this clip better later. Dick? You see Bayo? There! Okay, alright. We have Surbek, alright, let's go to Surbek first. There! Okay.
Wow!
Yes, Hope, feel free. Feel free. There. Okay, let's see this again. Sorry, I was distracted. Okay, good edge guarding. There, good sequence. Wait a moment. Wait, does really down B count as like a command grab or something? Why didn't like Arsene like suck it up there or whatever? Why didn't the Arsene like inhale meter? What happened there? I guess it just bypasses Arsene Rebel. Too much damage output? Oh, I didn't even know it was a percentage cap. What? I thought you could like tank like Ganon. Okay, fair enough. So that's that, and then we have. Who is this submission from? I forgot. This submission is from Metabug. But I'm not sure who does the clip right now. Black or... Oh, he's dead.
Oh!
Of course. Oh, of course. It's Black. Classic. Oh, come on.
No!
Yeah. Of course. That's I've seen that a bunch of times. Yep. It's good. It's optimal. It's absolutely optimal. It is absolutely optimal, unfortunately. So, I mean, I've seen that a bunch of times. I've done them a bunch of times. Yep. It certainly is a character. We love Kazuya Mishima, but I mean, it's a good clip. It's absolutely just optimal. It's absolutely optimal. Paul, so we're gonna have which? So then it's gonna be Sobek, or I don't have the accents on me right now, so I can't change that. Sobek and Black. Okay. The thing is, like, this is... So, it's kind of cool, because he's higher percent, the only chance he gets to land this is if he's already off stage. So this is optimal. Completely optimal. I like this, actually. It's good adaptation on the fly as well. If it were me, I would have gone for Nair here. And I think this route is better. Absolutely better. Nair would have whiffed here. It's good. It's good. Nerd? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? So Black 1? Okay. So let me just do a... Okay, I want to have all of the ones that are legit here. So we have... Okay, I'm not gonna bother actually. Black wins. So it is up to these three. Juicy Raccoon. Oh wait, I haven't shown these ones yet, have I? Alright. These two, okay. Let me do these ones with Black. Sure. So, you know the Kazuya clip you just saw? Alright, so this is the first clip.
Kafmug might be able to build up quite an advantage here unless...
So this is Dr. Mario, I guess?
Yeah. That's already 54%. Wow. Okay. Dr. Mario upper is surprisingly powerful move.
Ja, det jag tror jag ska för kill confirm, but doesn't quite get it.
Yoink.
The spot that they do.
Oh wow! Oh my god! Oh no!
The disrespect at the end is kind of cool. What?
Oh wow!
Boom.
Oh my god!
Okay. And then we have Liga Fet here. It's also the same guy! This guy's getting clipped!
With the jab, jab, grab. Is that enough?
Oh.
That's gonna be it. Wow,
Yeah,
that
good.
was clean as
That's a
hell.
good sequence.
Good stuff, Ligafit.
Alright, so that was Liga Fet. So now I'm gonna ask you... Kaffemug Liga Fet. I'm going to ask... the age-old question of will it kill? No, I would be appropriating too much if I were to do that, I'm afraid. Paul... Which? Liga Fet, which is the latest one we saw. Kaffemug, which is the Dr. Mario clip. Or Black, which is the Kazuya clip. Those are the options. Just top off so you don't get clipped. Okay, so Kaffemug seems to be winning here. Okay, I need to fetch Kaffemug. How do I fetch Kaffemug? It's right there. What am I doing? Okay. Would it kill in Smash be hype? It would be insanely hype, but will it kill is so weird, right? Because it needs to be like an optimal combo. It's like, yeah. You know what I mean? It needs to be an optimal combo. So it's kind of hard to judge. I feel. Like Kafamug is winning. Okay, so out and out. Okay, so then it leaves us with... I'm gonna delete everything and reopen it, I think. Close all of this out. Close this out. I might need this, so I leave this open. Okay, so this leaves us with my clip. This leaves us with my clip, Kafemug's clip,
Kafemug might be able to build.
Juicy Raccoon's clip, and Melly clip, which I will find on Twitter.
Melly.
I will probably do 2 of them at a time. So let's start off with doing... I don't know, man. Let's just do Dr. Mario and Melly, sure. Okay, so this is Kafemug again.
Kafemug might be able to build up quite the advantage here unless Leia manages to get a stock soon.
Yeah.
Yep, that's already 54%. Wow. Okay. Dr. Mario upper is surprisingly powerful move.
Oh, India tries to go for the kill confirm, but does not get it.
Yoink!
And the spot does it do.
Oi! Ja, bong! That's good, I like that. So that was that one, so let me do Melly's, sure.
Negron versus Fifra. 2 Nordic rivals. One of the best Marios in Europe versus one of the best Jokers in Europe. I think this is going to be beautiful.
We're gonna see what goes on right now. Melly with a good start though. Has to take the stock quickly.
He's a master of doing that though. He's mastered the craft of killing people early. Gets the up smash.
Bonk!
Oh my
Bonk!
god! Oh!
Wait, I didn't even realize the timing on that. He's
Melly
mastered
Negron
the
versus
craft of
Fifra.
beating people
2
early.
Nordic rivals. One of the best Marios in Europe versus one of the best Jokers in Europe. I think this is going to be beautiful.
We're gonna see what goes on right now. Melly with a good start though. Has to take the stock quickly.
He's a master of doing that though.
He's a master of doing that though.
He's mastered the craft of killing people early.
Of killing people early.
Oh my
Bang,
God.
bang, boom. The timing on that was kind of insane, actually. It's important for the fall. Yeah, true. I mean, yeah. And then... So then it's Switch, and then it's Melly or Kafemug. It's like Mario or Dr. Mario, you know? This is the challenge here. Mario or Dr. Mario. Okay, I think quite unanimously it seems to be Melly here. I prefer Mario as a plumber anyway. Yeah, I can see. Did I win? Nope. A PhD doesn't suit him well. Yeah, I can see that. Alright, in which case then Kafemug is out. That leaves us with 3 clips. Okay, so let me just show them off immediately. Off and off, and then we do either this clip.
Awful position. Just for off stage game a lot of the time.
Hey!
Crowd loving all the ledge grabs. I'm telling you, feels super comfy on that ledge, but at the moment Pipwolf might make him pay for it. Ready. Hits
Okay, so that was the first one, and then the second one. Are you gonna make him pay for it? Yup. I'm gonna go to France. I still can't get over the fact that if this was optimal, like if this was true, that's actually so cool. I have never seen this before. Like if that is true, that is insanely cool. I have never seen it too. Alright, so which Juicy or Pipwolf? Oh, You guys are gonna make me lose like that? That's sad. 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 No! Why is nobody voting? It's bugging me, so I can't vote. What would you have voted, Bambi? What would you have voted? Oh. Oh. 3-1. It's like everyone left. Did everyone leave for clip of the month? Yes! I don't think it matters though. It's dead. I'm dead. See ya. Alright, which leaves us with one final clip. Juicy against Melee. We can both see it again. One more time.
Melee Megron versus
Thank you,
Pipwolf.
Elias.
Two Nordic rivals. One of the
Here
best
we go.
Marios in Europe versus one of the best Jokers in Europe. I think this is
I
going to be
didn't see
beautiful.
my clip.
We're gonna see what goes on right now. Melee with a good start though. Has to take the stock quickly.
He's a master of doing that though. He's mastered the craft of killing people early. Gets the up smash. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Alright, so that's
That
Melee.
is some
Alright, Pfeiffer. And this is Juicy. I swear, like, I do not know whether this is true or not. I keep saying it, but if it is, this is so optimal. That's so cool. Like, if that is true, like... I mean, like... Okay, if you want my take, the fact that Pyram... Like, the thing is, if Pyram is at 160, that means there were probably mistakes being made. The Melee clip is fantastic because it's just death. The Melee clip is just death. Like, from nothing.
the coolest.
Was it actually from 0?
He's a master of doing that.
No, it was
though.
from 24.
He's mastered the craft of killing people early. Gets the up smash. Oh my!
Was the up air true after
Mastered
the up
craft
smash
of
even?
Killing people early.
I wanna say it was. I really wanna say it
Oh
was.
my god! Oh my god! That is
Yes,
some
it
of the
is. Yeah, I mean, it
coolest
looks true.
I've ever seen
Wow.
in Smash Ultimate Cup.
But we take it. Yeah, I got you. Alright, and so with that said, I believe that Melee wins clip of the month, unsurprisingly, I think. I think the clip made it on like Heat Smash or something, so it is not that unsurprising, I think, that Melee won clip of the month. Okay. And so, with that said, I think we have now gotten to the end of the presentation. If you want me to go over any of the things I've already said before, I think this is fucking hilarious. I think this is hilarious, and the reaction I got in chat was priceless, so I love this. This is the favorite piece of media I've ever made in my life, by the way. This boat is my favorite piece of media I've ever made. Like, it's really good. I also really enjoyed the liberty here of, like, look at this. The way it was made. The way it was made was just to have this, and then... Hello! I think it's really cool. I like that a lot. I like this a lot. So that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed making this presentation. It takes a long time, but I guess the reward is somewhat worth it, the process. Yeah. I can't believe you skipped my Melee Pip meme. I'll be completely honest, Johnny, I completely forgot. If I remembered, I would have put it. Absolutely, I would have put it. I just really forgot. I'm so sorry, Johnny. Yeah, I mean... With that said, I think he didn't like it. No, I did. I did like it. What? No, of course I did. I just kind of forgot. With this said, yeah, I mean, I'll probably end up doing presentation for next month too. It just takes a very long time. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Okay. With this said, I appreciate said link of all of you. I very much appreciate every single one of you who tuned in. I think it was a hype presentation with the Swedish PR and whatnot. I will tweet out the PR imminently, very imminently. Like as soon as I manage to write it down and stuff on Twitter, like in a second or so. And yeah, I mean everything really had the most of my efforts. Sure, Jovo, that sounds good. I put a lot of effort into this. A lot. Like again, I'm saying it now because there's a lot less people and becomes a lot less relevant. But if I were to guess between presentation and sheet, I don't know. Like every single time I have a waking hour that I'm doing for free, I just do it, right? So it's, yeah, takes a long time. But I had fun with the presentation, and I always have fun talking to you and the community, and it's yeah. I appreciate every one of you who joined in. I think it's time for me to leave. And please, because of my efforts, I definitely do not want you to vote for me for shout times. Please. Please vote for me, please. I definitely am not gloating about how much effort I'm doing so that you're voting for me. Anyway, good night. Have a nice evening and take care. Peace.